Hello everyone, we all know what this is again. This is Let's Play Dragon Warrior 2, and I am your host, creepingnet. I am going to be doing a little more this time in this one, and we're actually going to talk as I try out my 5 and below headset here. Excuse me. Anyway, let's continue our quest. Where we last left off, I was running around the town of Toon, looking around for some clues as to what to do next, as I know that there's a water flying cloth we need to find, and there's a water gate, not the Richard Nixon type water gate, more the, like literally a gate you have to open and it like floods, and allows us easier access to their town via ship. I remember this is Dragon Warrior 2, this is before you could use the return spell to, before you could use return to fight your, to go back to any town in the game. You could only go back to the one you last saved at. So, I'm also kind of trying not to over-comment on these because, I'm probably planning to do some form of a review of these games. I'm going to definitely do the first one. Anyway, the town of, let me go look here at my reference guide that I've got. Yeah, the town is called Zahan, and it's got a monolith nearby. We could probably go to that via monoliths, but we'll cover that in another video. Anyway, let's beat up some more sea creatures, why don't we? Yeah. These were the days of the kingdom before night and day, when everybody just sort of slept in the daytime. I'm guessing they, here we go, we're close. Yeah, we're getting close, because we got a vampire and a lizard fly here. We definitely want to cast Firebane. We're going to want to really focus on the vampiresses because those are the worst. I just think a more appropriate song. They're actually not that bad. Now let's beat up talent a little bit here. I think this is it. Yes, there we are. Zahan. So my memory isn't as rusty as I thought. Let's go talk to this lady here. When the moon fragment is held upon high, the tide will rise and the seagulls will cry. What are you, Prince's niece? Anyway. Alright, anyway. Torval's wife, but just between us, he loves his dogs more than me. This is a town of lonely women, old men, dogs, and children. What the men want of those stinking fish is beyond me. Oh, so I guess we are in the town of East Alabama. So thou hast heard of the sinking of the Relentless. Some say that the pirates simply left the plug out. Seriously? Let's go talk to this. Well, we'll talk to that mutt in a minute. All the men are away fishing at sea, and all the fools sailed away, as Dio once sang. They are the tales of the mountainous island at sea in its great cavern. It is said that only one who bears the moon fragment shall enter there. Well, we have to find the moon fragment. I think I know where that is. It's probably glaringly obvious if you watched the last episode. There's a Tower of the Moon, south of Toon. Okay. Sounds like they could written a much more elaborate and interesting riddle around that. Like, there's a Toon where the moon is, or some other cringy thing like that. Anyway. Formio, oh Formio, where art thou, my Formio? Formio, what the... Is he like the local 3D printer guy? Anyway. see what she's got for tools. She's got the Dragon's Bane, but all three of my people in my family have that. Okay, dog. Ooh. Well, let's go up here and see what's in this tree. Yes, that's what we need, the golden key. We found the golden key! Well, no kidding, it's got a freaking energy barrier around it, and 2 jailer's key things. I think we're gonna go back to where I think we need to go, or one of the 2 places we need to go. Go east. Oh yeah, did I ever tell you one thing Dragon Warrior has over Ultima is they actually have a concept of the world actually being round in these games? In Ultima 6, it's like physically possible to come to the edge of the world. I kid you not. I thought, how hard would it be to loop the memory addresses on a 386 to render that? Whatever. Almost all enemies are a minor threat at best. No, we do not want Medusa's balls. Anyway. Nothing against her, just not my type, you know? Anyway. Is it just me, or does the ship music in this game sound like that kind of stuff where you have the women in swim caps that like dance, that like swim and choreograph moves? I mean, seriously. Oh, a gargoyle. Come on, Wizard's Wand. That wasn't anything to deal with. We got 146 more gold. That's going to be useful for the next thing that we need to get. We've got to be close to land somewhere. Ah, here we go. Right near our destination. Seriously. Oh, really? You boring guys? These ghost mice, they're so boring. Why have you been following me around since the beginning of this game, like 22 installments ago? Anyway. Or was it 21? I don't know. No, it's not your breath. You know you can talk to fires in some of the games. Yep. Dogs really love that golden key. Let's take some items and shuffle them around. I'll give the copper sword to Alyssa, and then we'll find who has the golden key and put that in my inventory of my main dude. Which is the big problem with Dragon Warrior 2, was the inventory system in this just couldn't hold enough stuff, and they had no way of doing it. In the later games, it would start things like, I think in the 3rd game you could store items at the pub, and in the 4th game you get a character named Talon who starts his own kind of bank and valuables storage thing. Sort of like Dragon Warrior self-storage. What's down here? Oh yes, we find a town. I bid thee to Wellgarth. And of course we have her, and Susum, or God, what was his name? Why can't I think of it now? Koichi Sugiyama, yeah, a pop tune he wrote for this called, don't know the name of it, but it's an actual Japanese pop tune. That's this song that was heavily featured in this. Mink coat. Alyssa needs that, but we'll wait until we have so much gold we're ripping the ether apart. Let's talk to this guy. And item unlisted. So, funny story. I went to a pawn shop way back in like 2006, and I almost had a chance of buying a Gibson Les Paul for $560. It was a studio with gold hardware. Possibly the same one my drummer in Smokin' 66 had. I passed it up because I didn't have the money at the time. So does this mean this guy's an unreputable salesperson with an unlisted blank item here? Well, let's just see what it is. And we have the jailer's key now. That's what the item is, if we look here. The jailer's, so now we have all 3 keys in the game to open all the doors, which is what we need to do in a lot of places here. Let's talk to this guy. For the finest water-flying cloth, I recommend Don Mahone, who lives in Toon, who we needed the golden key to find. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this episode as we're drawing near the end of this game. I mean, not to, just cover your ears if you don't want to know, but basically the goal right now is to collect the 4 crests, or 5 crests, I don't know, 4 or 5. Then we got to go get the water flying cloth from Toon, the moon fragment, and I think it's like Malroth's eye or some thing like that, and then we can open up a gate to the road cave to Rhone, or cave to Ragnarok as it was in the original Famicom version. And then we get to head out to Malroth / Hargon's lair to go ahead and destroy him. That's basically the premise of this whole game. So Hargon is a master of disguise. Oh yes, the Charm of Rubus is what we have to find, which I'll talk about later. Huh. There's some silver doors. Item. How dare you enter a lady's room unbidden? What a lot of people don't know is Dragon Quest in Japan had a much more risque, much more grown-up kind of dialogue. They had to like really water it down for American audiences so then they could tolerate. So then parents would be like, I'm not buying this for my kid. There's a lady by the spring who shows her boobies to raise your hit points. There's an isolated valley northwest of the town where cave led to Rhone. Well, yep, just like I mentioned. When a lot of special things happen in Dragon Warrior games like this, you kind of know that the end of the game is drawing near. Rogue Fast Finger. Fast Finger. Oh boy. This part, sorry, it's going to bring up a lot of stories because there's just so much stuff I could joke or otherwise talk about. Where'd the golden key go? Oh, there it is. Jailer's key. Let's talk to this guy. Hargon dwells on the high plateau of Rhone. Only one who has the Eye of Malroth can find the road to that place. I think there's a hidden door somewhere here. Jailer's key. There we go. There is no prison here. What's a nice change of music for this game? Let's go talk to some other merchants. Of course, I see they love having the Purina logo in their spring made out of damage tiles. Anyway. And I'll play the lottery. Why the heck not? Yeah. We haven't played the lottery this whole game. It's basically a slot machine. Oh, nice. I actually won something. That never happens. Medical herb. Yeah, you can tell he's all apologetic now, even though I won. Sorry, your prize sucks. There's nothing really entertaining in tools anymore, since everything has pretty much been replaced by a spell. The greatest shall fall down spell by his own devising. Let's talk to this guy again. I don't remember. So, okay, we're definitely going to want to grab the mink coat. I have a shield of strength, iron helmet from other person, maybe the light sword. Yeah, this is pretty wild. This is also kind of where the weapons and armor thing. Right now I'm still using Erdrick's sword, to be honest. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll have... Yeah, we got some high level guys here. You can tell they're high level because we're not one-hitting them. It's magic ants. They really get around, don't they? This is the first Dragon Warrior game where I kind of feel like the enemies are more regional based than actual difficulty based. Because I've been beating up some pretty low level enemies in high level places and having a fairly easy time expelling some pretty high level enemies in low level places. It's like there's this huge hurdle difficulty spike thing you have to get over in at some point, and then once you're over it, it's like the whole game becomes kind of easy for a while. At least until that blasted cave to Roan. That level, that cave to Roan, that is totally unfair, totally cheap, totally horrid. I mean, basically you have passages that like drop you into what's called the Hork Pit. You have another bunch of you have to really memorize the Cave to Roan really well. I might have to back this up a little bit. Probably too high gain. Anyway, there we go. Let's see here. Properties, advanced audio properties. Yeah, this microphone is kind of weak. Alright. There we go, that should be a lot better. 2 hits. Yeah, this is about the point in these games anyway where I stop focusing on levels and money so much and start focusing more on actually beating the game. I'm gonna sail a little out here. We're gonna have this whole huge continent. Kick Medusa and the Nads for me, please. Quick question, if they're Medusa balls and they have an eye, shouldn't my characters be turning to stone while they're attacking it? I mean, that was like the whole legend of Medusa. Anyway. A bunch of slugs and a man of war. I know I'm using up magic like water here, but you know. Come on, you guys. Knock it off. I'm gonna fight these sea slugs. Okay. Well, that's a good payout. That's a good payday. You got about $5,000 now. Anyway, I'm gonna go head back up here and I would love to take this route, but we have to take that really long, obnoxious side route where someone's gonna probably end up getting killed along the way. This is just the way this game works. Yep. Oh, just 2 mana war. We'll just A-button them to death. Alright. Huh. Well. Anyway, we're gonna go back up here. Oh, we got another one. Oh, 2 hawkmen. This might actually be worth my time to actually fry them. This is actually good because this will level my characters up. We need almost double the levels to get to the Cave of Roan. That's one thing, is towards the end of this video series, we're going to have a lot of grinding. I might even bypass most of it and just use my other save game. But we'll see. Because my other save game we beat Malroth with. It was kind of interesting fighting that last level because I had COVID when I had it. And so I was like completely out of it and barely even realized what I was doing. Basically was like half asleep with COVID playing Dragon Warrior 2 in between sleeping spells and beat the game. Anyway, I'm gonna head over here. I also did that, I think, with Dragon Warrior 3 as well. Oh, baboons. Well, that makes this easy to spell. I got these guys. Oh, come on. All 3 of you, just hit them. Baboons are no joke. They'll rip your face off and then keep beating you even after you're dead. They don't play around. Mummy man! They're gonna beat up that mummy man. What do the tongues do? Let's go use up some magic from my main spellcaster real quick to heal our main return guy. It's kind of how I have my party assigned. My front runner is me beating the ever-loving crap out of everything in sight. Talent is the one who handles the travel. Alyssa handles the clerical healing when she's not busy dishing out dark magic spells at everything in sight. The 3 of us, I have an average leveling up. Talent levels up like every 2 steps, and Alyssa levels up about once every 5 years. This is let's kill that Hildebago. You gotta really appreciate Akira Toriyama's artwork in this. It's kind of a sad thing, is Dragon Warrior stuff always got kind of overshadowed, but his stuff from cast defense. Anyway, but his stuff from Dragon Ball Z, I mean, everybody knows about that. I remember when that started getting popular in the 90s. I didn't even realize he was the artist for this stuff. I thought it was literally an artwork style, but that was exclusive to Japan, but it's really even somewhat exclusive to him. Stupid puppet man, making sure we're marooned here until I visit a freaking inn. Oh, we have 1 gold orc. Hit him with a wizard's wand. Gold orcs. I wish there were like goldmen in the previous game and gave you astronomical sums of gold. Of course, what's astronomical in the first game is nothing in this one. Like, you just got 135 gold. So I think like the most expensive piece, I think, is like the Dragon Slayer sword or whatever, and that costs like 22,400 or something like that. Yes. Village a tune, and please don't sing me a tune. Far and wide I have sought a master weaver who makes a water-flying cloth, and they say such a man lives here. Yeah, we needed to find a key for his house, so we could barge on in and bug him. The Tower of the... It said that the Tower of the Moon... Yeah, I figured as such. Not like I haven't played this game before. Well, this is really my second playthrough of this game. I played like Dragon Warrior 1 about 3,000 times, so tiny. This one, it's a bit more of a dedicated thing because of all the grinding and the lack of linearity at the end that we see here. Oh, the key to the water gate? Alright. I have a feeling that's the jailer's key, because that was Rogue Fast Finger. Let's talk to this guy, or open this door. Golden key. Click, click. Yes, I'm Don Mahone. Once I was a famous weaver, but my loom was stolen. Yes. The loom was taken by someone who smelled like fish. I have a feeling this means he's in Zahan. So we'll probably be circling back there at some point. Anyway, we're fulfilling quests here, so let's go stay at the inn real quick. I know it's expensive, but what can you do? Jeez, even with inflation in Dragon Warrior, it's not anywhere near as bad as the real world. Hey Doofus, what are you doing out here? If Jenna sent thee, tell her I would not name our dog Ruffles. You should give my party those potato chips. And here we are. This must be where the water gate is. So, open Richard Nixon. Yes, I'm going to continue making jokes about that. If we go down here and find Donald Trump, I think we're gonna whack him with a sword. Well, that's one mystery almost done. Let's go kill some stuff. This is where we gotta kill these Hildabagos, or whatever the heck they're called. Anyway, I'd say it's best just to cast return for now. Now that we have the jailer's key, we can do a whole bunch of stuff here. I need to remember who has it. Talent has step guards, so he can walk across this stuff and not get hurt. Yeah, that door over there. We're gonna go explore some travel gates real quick. Which is another good way to level up. So as we can see here, if we go through here, yeah, so here we are. This is where we go to the Cave Tyrone. We're not going to dig in too much here about it because, you know, seriously bad enemies here. I think there's another, like, hidden door or something in there, too. go. So this was a very productive mission. Anyway, let's go stay at the inn. You know the rigmarole. Stay at the inn, heal up my party. It's only 90 here. That's why I save here. Besides the fact that it's only one of those 30 places with a save point, but at least I'm aware of. Anyway, let's go talk to our guy. All my characters are getting closer to level transition again, and it's kind of tightening up. Anyway, let's see, y'all. Anyway, this is creepingnet. Let's play Dragon Warrior 2, and I shall see you in the next video.